Did you feel it too? Me longing for you?
I just don't know why we have to have this conversation.
What it is a very fragile, intimate depiction of a relationship. We start in the claustrophobic setting of a car, and then it, eventually comes to an apartment setting, which slightly opens up the dynamic. But the relationship is very complicated and it's very layered, as lots of relationships are. But it is depicted in a very visual, sensual way, from a character-driven point of view. The falling element has a couple of different meanings in the film, which I think is very clever. I think it's partially depicting the potential of a relationship falling, but that is not necessarily how the film is to end. I think it tackles multiple different facets of life as we see it. Everyone sees life in a different way, and everyone experiences relationships in different ways. And I think communication is at the key of that. Relationships are very complicated emotional states of being, and they shift all the time. We often know that relationships can last, from a few days to a few months, years, and so forth, and decades. But within the span of 6 minutes, which is the runtime of this film, we have an almost complete arc in this respect. So that is a very complicated set of emotions coming from inside two people that are thrust upon us with only 6 minutes of screen time. We are taken on an emotional journey where things shift and spin, as do our emotions. And I think it is a very clever journey that was depicted in terms of the arc of a relationship. So, very well done, Brittany, for your advocacy in this field, certainly for the accomplishment of this film. I know that advocating for any cause can be very challenging in itself, let alone making a film about it, which is a whole new set of challenges. And I think you tackle them both in a really clever way. So keep going with your advocacy, keep going with your short films. 6 minutes for a short film that is so complete in so many different ways, I think is the mark of a very solid filmmaker.